Wee.
Some people hunt for Bigfoot, Nessie, life on other planets, the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
42.
What?
But I'm basic, so I'm on the hunt for cute sweaters. You'd think with my sweater obsession, I'd live in a cold climate, but actually, I live in the depths of hell. To those who keep telling me to move, moving costs money, and Foot Finder was not as lucrative as they promised. However, I'm not just looking for any cute, kitschy sweaters. I have my elusive white whales. Some of you who watch my channel may already know that one of them is the coveted Cottage Core Talbot's mushroom sweater. Seems that everyone finds them but me, and I'm always a little bit too late. There's also these celestial sweaters. One is by Amano and one is by Planet Earth Imports. Do I just want them because Sophie Seddon is a style icon and I'm obsessed with her? Aren't we all? Who doesn't have her plastered all over their Pinterest board? But objectively, they're very cute sweaters and I love them. She has good taste. Now, Amano is re-releasing the Star cardigan. However, I think we can all agree, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be enough. So what do we do when we can't find or afford the thing we want? No, we don't buy a $10 dupe made with child slave labor. Put the Shein app away. Nope, we DIY it. I mean, probably not well, but you know, it's called faking it till you make it, okay? I mean, I could learn to crochet.
What did you say?
I was gonna say knit and crochet and... Now, I could learn how to crochet or to knit, but unfortunately, I don't have the patience for that, and I have way too many things that I would like to learn, and so little time.
Around me are familiar.
But I do have some ideas for the Planet Earth Imports jumper / sweater. Jumper if you're British, sweater if you're... So the first step is that we have to go thrifting. Now, we could go to the normal thrift store, but if we want to be super cheap and do it on a literal dime, we go to the bins, where you pay by the pound. And since thrifting at the bins is a little bit like hunting gazelle in the savannah, I brought backup. Hello! And you might have noticed that Sarah looks very different than she normally does. That is because today we are in incognito mode.
I wanted to be prepared for this. This is my first time at the bins. I actually watched your video to prepare, and yeah, dressing down, gloves, mask, because it will be dirty, dusty, and dingy most likely. So I was like, we can't go full glam today.
You don't want to let anyone know what you're looking for.
Exactly. I'm cosplaying as a regular human woman today.
And I'm cosplaying as your mom. Activate thrift stealth mode. Okay, so we didn't take you guys in there because it was a bit too chaotic, but we did find a few things. I didn't find the dark sweater that I'm looking for, but I did find a cream sweater. So I have that for the mushroom Talbot's sweater. We're gonna check out another bins. It's actually right next door to like another Goodwill, so it's kind of like a 2-for-1 special. So we're gonna try that. Also, we just realized we're matching.
Yeah.
I took my sweatshirt off and I'm like, we're always twinning.
Yeah.
Hello, we're twins. We're twins.
This, we did not plan this.
This was not planned.
I am me. She is she.
But it just shows that we're like in sync.
We just mustard yellow, red hair. Off to the other bins.
JK, we decided to do one more to redeem ourselves, and we're actually finding possible options, so. This place actually has sweaters.
Several days later.
Do not ask me how many days it has been since we last spoke, but the show must go on. So let's go through the sweaters that we have and see what we can do with them. And also Poppy is here to help, my little assistant. So first we have the sweater that I got at Goodwill. It is this dark blue. I would say it's more of like a cross between a royal and a navy, but I really like it because it has this like speckle on it. And I think that really lends itself to being like a celestial style sweater. The only thing is it's not quite the fit that I am looking for with my high fashion sweater. It is definitely more of a classic fit, but lately I've been liking the bishop sleeve sweaters and something a little bit more cropped. So I did get a couple other options to choose from, and I'm gonna make my decisions. Firstly, we have this one, and this one is more cropped and it has a really interesting hem. It's very similar to the golden sweater that I thrifted, that I hauled in a previous video, and it does kind of have like a little bit of a poofier sleeve, but not quite. And then I got one more option. How many navy sweaters does this girl need? And it is this one. Now this one is kind of similar to the other one in that it's like a darker blue, but very more of a rich blue, but it has more of this cuffed puffy sleeve, which I really like. So I think that I'm gonna use this one for the Planet Earth Imports recreation. I think for this one, I'm going to do kind of my own interpretation of a mono instead of a cardigan. It's going to be a pullover since I didn't find a cardigan to do that with. Now, as for the mushroom sweater, I did get this one from the bins, and this is what I was going to use. However, I wore it to a photo shoot because it was really cold, and so I used it to style in an outfit, and I really like this sweater. It is so soft. Yeah, you want to use a sweater that you like, but I think this would be a really good basic, so I think I'm not going to put the mushrooms on this, but I realized I did have a sweater. I have this cream sweater, which I haven't really worn in a while, and it's a little bit more of a substantial, like sturdier knit, like a closer knit, so I think this would be a lot easier to use, either to put patches on or to embroider onto. I haven't decided if I'm going to make patches or embroider this, by the way. So I think I'm going to go with this one for the mushroom sweater. But now I need to come up with my methods. Now for the Planet Earth Imports, I'm definitely gonna try doing felt patches. So I have my felt here. I need to figure out what colors I want to use. I already picked out this color. So some of the stars are like a lavenderish purple. So I have this already. This is left over from a previous project. And then I had grabbed these for another hat that I was gonna make, but I think this would be really good for the berry colored stars. Now they are a bit more bright red in my reference photo, but you know, this is my own interpretation. I can do whatever I want. But I need to figure out what to do with the third star color. Now, all the pictures that I've seen, it kind of is skewing green, but also kind of skewing tan. Now, I know it's probably supposed to be like dark mustardy color, but I could not find a color like that. So I have this, it's just straight up olive green. Then I have this tan, then I have this tan, and then I just have this straight up gold color. So I need to figure out which one I want to use. I don't know which one looks better. The other option that I was thinking, I do have some fabric paint mediums, so maybe I can mix a color and just use like this as a blank canvas and paint it the correct color. I'm not sure how that's gonna look, but we're gonna try. And then as for the Amano stars, Amano sweater stars, this would be too much. I think I might just, I don't know if I have enough. I might do this for the Planet Earth Imports and then this one for the Amano. I have already changed my mind. I think I'm gonna use the green and then paint over the green and to make it less green. You know what's embarrassing? I had an easier time making the stars than I did the crescent moon, but it's fine. Okay, so here's sweater number one. I'm not totally in love with how it fits down here. It doesn't look bad, but also the way it kind of like hugs my hips. It's kind of giving the early 2000s when we were all gaslit into thinking that we could pull off low-rise jeans, and even if you were 0% body fat or an actual child, there was still a little spillage around the waistband. Now, I could tuck the waistband in a little bit. Not sure how that looks. Other thing is, I mean, I'm not wearing the right pants for this. I'm literally wearing sweatpants because it's the weekend. I could crop it, but then I'd have to take off all of the bottom stars to make it actually look good. And you know, that's a lot of work that I just did for nothing. But if I like it better, if I end up wearing it, then it's worth it. So sweater is now cropped, very cute. It looks a little lopsided, but you know, don't worry about it. I also replaced the star with the more golden one, and the reason why I decided to do this was because I got, well, besides the fact that I didn't like the other color as much as I thought I would, but also I got this to add edging to the other sweater, and I figured it would be nice to tie everything together with an edge on this as well, and it also helped to cover up my sloppy stitches because, of course, you know, I try to do as much stitching as possible in order to keep it from fraying. I got some footage of it, but honestly I had to focus, so I didn't do a lot. I actually really like the length of this now, and I think it'll look really good with like my skirts. How am I supposed to get work done if you're sitting on my project? What am I supposed to do? You're sitting on my project, baby. She is not going to leave me alone. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, especially myself, the grand reveal. Here it is. Here is the first one, and here is the second one. And don't worry your pretty little faces, I will show you guys a styled reveal. I just wanted to show you really quick. And to address the mushroom in the room, yes, I did finally find the Talbot's mushroom sweater. It is a petite, it is an extra small, but it does fit me. It's actually kind of perfect because when it's not tucked, it is kind of a cropped length. I'm one of those people where I prefer either oversized or undersized. There is no in between. I'm pretty happy with it. I did have to replace a button, but just don't look too close, otherwise you get the... So let me just... Oh, and even my skirt changed color. Magic. So I would show you guys the vertical shot to show the entire outfit, but my floor is an epic mess because I'm packing and also crafting and editing like 4 videos. So whatever, man. Here she is styled with a cute little skirt and some tights. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Okay, I know you guys want to see the other sweater, so let me put that on, but I'm not going to do the same stunt because for some reason that got me out of breath. Stay in shape, kids. Epic transition. Literally the same outfit, just the same skirt in a different color, tights. Pretty much how I've been wearing a lot of my outfits lately. These cute little skater or tennis skirts, faux sheer tights. Now, I'm sure the question on everyone's mind is, will these hold up in the wash? To which I have to say, I have no freaking idea. Probably not. So these will probably be a hand wash / spot clean Besides the stitching coming undone, I'm most concerned about the custom colored stars, because even though I used fabric medium, which I mixed in with the gold color and the yellow, I'm not entirely confident that it won't bleed if I get it wet. So I'm going to be very careful with these. These are going to be kind of like statement pieces, not really everyday pieces. And I'm sure you guys in the comments will let me know better ways of doing things like you always do. I always learn a lot from my comment section, because most of the time when I'm doing these crafts, it's mostly just me trying to like get into the habit of doing crafts and being creative and getting off my butt and not playing video games all day and making things that are fun into a job and all that stuff, because you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was inspiring for you. Even if you don't follow the actual steps that I do, I hope that it motivates you to go and thrift something and turn it into something that you love, something that you've been looking for. Because the thrift gods aren't always on our side, and sometimes they're on some other person's side. So our white whales are at times very difficult to find, so we must take fate into our own hands and make things that we will love. Not to say that in the future I won't try to find these pieces. I did find the Talbot sweater. It is possible. But to satisfy our craving, sometimes you have to make something inspired by the things that we really, really want. And even if it is a hot mess and it does not work out, at least we tried something. At least we were creative, and at least we did something with our lives. Your mother may never be proud of you, but at least I am. This is probably going to be my last video of 2023, so with that, I would like to wish you guys a happy and safe 2024, and I'll see you next year. Oh, come on, that was my only dad joke. Please don't unsubscribe.